Many people come to us and wonder what psychotherapy is all about and how it can be of help to them.
Well, there's a couple of ways of looking at this. It can actually be incredibly complicated. This book contains 250 recognizable disorders that we human beings are prone to. And if you look at it from that perspective, from the problem perspective, it can be incredibly complicated. But we practice what is called solution-focused therapy. And when you start looking at the solutions, it gets a lot simpler because there's really only two aspects to the solution. The first aspect is biological. By that I mean brain chemistry, brain physiology. And we use nutrition as a way of normalizing brain chemistry rather than using drugs.
What we say is biology trumps will. So we wouldn't expect a person whose brain transmitters aren't functioning properly to be able to think rationally any more than we would expect a person with a broken leg to be able to run a marathon. So by using nutrition to straighten out the brain chemistry, then they have the ability to think clearly and to learn cognitive skills that will help to straighten out their behavior.
One more thing about using nutrition. We have a motto here at Best Self USA. The motto is nutritional answers for emotional problems. And there's a good reason for that. Drugs have side effects. And we use natural molecules instead of drug company molecules to accomplish what we need to do to get the proper brain chemistry. And that's a more appropriate way to do it.
In most cases.
In most cases. We're not anti-drug. We just think that drugs are way overprescribed and we need to look at the natural remedies first. And that's just standard policy with us. The other half of this is that every thought we think produces emotional chemicals. And in less than a second, those emotional chemicals cascade through our body, affecting every cell in our body. So learning how to be in charge of your thinking, there are patterns of thinking that can make you sick, and there's patterns of thinking that can make you well. And what we do is we train people how to be in charge of their brains so that they can be happy, healthy, and whole. And that's what cognitive therapy is all about. There's three basic parts to cognitive therapy. One is rational thinking or accurate thinking. Another part is emotionally appropriate. If we have a 1 pound problem, please, let's just have a 1 pound emotional response. And the third one is do solution-focused thinking, and rather than getting obsessed about analyzing the problem or always going over the problem, you work on solutions.
So by straightening out brain chemistry, we give them the ability to think more clearly and to use that correct thinking to have behaviors that are effective in their lives.